Happy Easter guys! Spring is finally in the air, and what better way to celebrate than with these dreamy pastel French tips. I've put a fresh twist on a classic. Each nail tip gets its own pop of springtime colour, so if you're after something that's playful, polished, and you want something perfect for the season, keep watching because I'll show you exactly how to create this look step by step. And yes, I did manage to do my non-dominant hand. It was hard work, but I did it. So on my nails, I have the gel bottle in the shade Grace, which is a BIAB or B-I-A-B, also known as Builder in a Bottle. I have lots of tutorials on how I apply this and how I prep my nails and how I remove it, so I will link those for you in a playlist. And then I bought these coloured pastel gels on eBay and they were super cheap. I think I spent £13.97 for all four. So I'm just removing any residue or oil from my nails using some IPA. There was a green shade, but I didn't like the colour. It wasn't very pastel, so I'm sticking with these four shades. So I decided I would take the pink shade and apply it to both my thumb and my little finger. And to do that, I'm going to take this fine liner brush. You don't have to have a gel specific one. You can actually get these on Amazon. However, the one I have is specifically for this. It's from the gel bottle. I'm going to show you how you can do this quite messily. You can perfect the smile line, which we're creating now, with the fine liner brush. However, I want to show you a way to do that where you don't need to get it perfect first time. I tend to take it a little bit lower than where I actually want the smile line to sit. This gives us room to perfect the line a little bit higher. Don't forget to also make sure you take it very close to the side wall so that it looks perfect. So you can see we've created a rough shape of a smile line. We're now going to take another brush which is flat, ideally an oval one. I couldn't find mine, this one's a square one, and then I like to dip the bristles into some IPA or some acetone, and I use this to go in and perfect that smile line. If you don't get it right the first time, do not worry, just remove it completely and start again. You have plenty of polish because you are only doing the very tip. So again, if you don't want to do it first time round, do it like I'm doing here. Go slightly lower than where you want the smile line to sit. Fill in the nail, make sure you take it down the side walls, cap that free edge. Then take your flat brush dipped into some IPA or acetone and then press it onto a clean tissue to soak up any excess moisture. The brush must not be wet. It's really kind of like the fumes of the product that's going to clean up that smile line. You can make your smile lines very deep. That is quite a popular look, especially if you've got almond nails that are quite long. You can do a really deep smile line. It's very attractive. Or if you prefer something that's a little bit wider, I tend to go with something in the middle. So yeah, whatever works for you. I find it very satisfying to create. I do tend to do one nail at a time and then flash cure for around 30 seconds just to make sure that that tip doesn't bubble. If it's too thick, it will ripple. If it's too thin, it will be see-through and you'll probably get slight shadows. So make sure it's around the right thickness, that it's not see-through but it's not too thick that it's going to ripple when you put it into the lamp. I'm now going to move on to the yellow shade. This is one of my favourites. I think my favourites are the lemon and the blue shade. These are super spring inspired colours but very appropriate for Easter. I'm going to allow you to watch this. I'm going to pop a little bit of music on in the background and I'll be back to talk when I have something additional to add to this. I do apologise, it's slightly out of focus with this particular nail. I filmed this on my phone just so that you could see it in the light. In the studio, the pastel shade got a little bit lost, so I thought I would film it in natural light as best as possible. But it will come back to focus in a minute. the orange shade, and as you can see, it definitely doesn't give pastel vibes. You can see in the top corner that I mixed a tiny bit of yellow in with it. I tried a little bit of white with it, but it still wasn't the right shade. So I kind of just settled with a little bit of the yellow in there just to brighten it, make it look a little bit lighter because it was quite dark, and the green had that same effect. It wasn't pastel, it was more of a muted green, which is why I didn't purchase it. So this is all 5 fingers done. I really wish that orange was a little bit more pastel, but it is what it is. If you can find a better orange, then I think you're going to love this combo of shades. I rarely wear colours on my nails, and I don't offer this as a service anymore, so I don't tend to purchase more of the expensive colours. I could definitely have found a better range of pastel shades in a more expensive brand, but for me this was just a one-off. I just fancied a little change, and because they were so affordable, I'm still really happy with the outcome. They just look so cute. So now I'm topping that with my clear top coat. I am sorry that the camera's a little shaky. I just used Tommy's tripod and it was really wibbly wobbly. Usually when I film in my studio, everything is more stable. I've got proper equipment, but downstairs I just grabbed the little phone tripod and it clearly is not very reliable. The top coat that I'm using is by the gel bottle. I love this. It stays super shiny until I remove it. Some top coats tend to go a little bit dull after a little while. They lose their shine, but this one remains shiny and also slightly flexible. The nails are super solid because of the biab underneath, but it needs flexibility. Otherwise the top coat can crack, and you'll find that it usually happens at the sidewalls. For a while I tried a top coat by Neo, I can't remember the name of it, but it stayed so shiny, it was beautiful. However, I found that it kept creating little lifts at the sides of my nails and I couldn't understand why, and then I realised because it's like a hard gel, it just didn't last quite as well, whereas I needed that flexibility. So take this over the entire nail, make sure you take it down the sidewalls and cap that free edge. I tend to go over all of my nails in one go, and I tend to also go in with my small detailer brush just down the sidewalls to make sure it's beautifully smooth. But before you apply this, make sure you have fully cured your gel tips. Usually that's 120 seconds, some lamps are 99 seconds. Just make sure you do a full cure. And that is my spring inspired, or Easter inspired really, gel tips. I hope you love them. I think they're so cute, they're really fun. They're still very classic and classy, even though they have a twist to that classic with a bit of colour. I'm not usually somebody that wears colour, but I am enjoying them. I don't know how long I'll keep them for. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you would wear, and if not, what colour combo would you go for? Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate my non-dominant hand and how I managed to get them pretty seamless. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this tutorial a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye guys!